All right. Oh, there we go. We live, baby. We're getting that feedback.
Go ahead, turn it down.
All right. There we go. I got you on both ears. I got you on the headphone set and wherever else. Let me just turn it this way so it don't look crazy. You know? All right. There we go. Woo! All right.
We working. Give us. We trying to figure this whole thing out. Get it all.
Time Master, what's going on, man? He hitting us up on YouTube. Want to give a shout out to Time Master, man. We appreciate everything, all the donations, every single thing, man. Your support for Ringside, just giving you your flowers while we allowed to, man. And just shout out to everybody. Look, we're going live on Instagram and YouTube, so just bear with us.
We're doing a lot. We're
doing a lot. We on Facebook. All right, we on Facebook.
What the young folks say, we outside.
We outside.
We inside.
Cash me outside. Cash me outside. I don't know what cash me outside means, but I'm assuming that it means catch me outside. But you know. So we got Lady Brian in the house. We got Gabby in the house. We have
Ranch Girly in the house.
Ranch Girly in the house. Look, we want to tell everybody.
Time Master right here. That's what's up.
Right, exactly. So we just want to give a shout out to everybody that's joining us on Instagram Live and on YouTube and Facebook Live. So look, we're coming here to give you another great episode of Ringside with Ray and Prince. Dean, we in the house.
What's up? It's Thursday. Turn up. Almost at the weekend. It's Thursday.
Look,
we on Ringside, baby.
Look, you know what time it is. Let's blaze. Do my Joe Budden.
Right.
Pump it up like you came to get a crunk. You came to get a rap.
So, we're going to need our own theme song pretty soon here. I'm going to have to start rapping again and put a theme song out there.
Hey, put me on the album too, baby. Put me on the album.
Yes, sir. Here we go.
All right.
So what's going on, man? Welcome to Ringside, y'all. We got another show. We've been away for a minute, but we back like we never left.
Ooh, man. Well, you know, last week we didn't get a chance to update everybody. We had some shows to do, some people to see, and people wanted to see us, and so we got a little bit of content from last week, and we have some content from this week as well, man. Because you know, the sports world is constantly changing every single day, every 24 hours, every 48 hours. Everything is always happening. It doesn't matter.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on outside. No man is safe from. You can run, but you can't hide forever. Oh, that's that Mob Deep. I just hit that.
Hey, you can run, but you can't hide forever. What's going on, Mo? I got my man Mo in the house. Look, can y'all hear me on Instagram? Can you hear me on Instagram? I believe so. If you can, just give me a thumbs up because I have like two headphones on. I got one in the ear and one over the ear, so I just want to make sure. You know,
man, doubled up on the headphones. He like 2 chains, 2 headphones.
2 chains. What up, Mo? All right, man. So
what's going on in the world, man? Prince, bring us up here, man.
Man, you know what? It's so much going on in the world. I'm gonna start with the NBA, man. So you know, last week they've been talking about the NBA players actually moving into the NBA at an earlier age, from high school. So they want to drop the age limit down from 19 to 18. But they're still trying to figure that out, man. We got that going on. We have legitimate sources talking about a KD trade to the Dubs, the Warriors.
Back to the Warriors.
Back to the Warriors. We got LeBron James. He made a comment on his show about Brittany Griner. It wasn't an inappropriate comment. He just stated his opinion. So he got some feedback from what's his name? Enes Kanter. Enes Kanter, man. Everybody want to open their mouth when somebody just state their opinion. Kyrie potential to the Lakers, exactly, Mo. We talk about Kyrie potential to the Lakers. We talk about the what is it, the G League or the Summer League with Sacramento and the Thunder. The young guys, they in the battle. We got Steph Curry. This is more recent. He hosting the ESPY Awards. He got jokes for everybody.
Like he was hilarious. He was hilarious. Watched that yesterday.
Exactly, he definitely was. I'm talking about. I could see the faces on the players. They were just like, "Ugh, that one stung right there, man. You wrong for that." You know, so
you getting roasted by a light skinned dude.
All right, and he wasn't even really that funny. It was just the fact that he was just stating a lot of truth and facts.
He was just saying, yeah, he was saying it.
He was saying it, you know, and so we're gonna talk about golf, but not as in golf as you like know of it, but we're gonna talk about Charles Barkley and him looking into getting this new contract deal, you know, with live golf, you know, with the Saudi. Everybody is just jumping ship. Look, they out there paying people, man.
They run that money. You're like,
they running that endless oil money that they have. Look, we're gonna talk about baseball, about how the Royals, they had 10 players in Toronto. They had to postpone the game because all the 10 players had not been vaccinated, and I think all of them have the COVID as well. So,
I think Joe Biden got the COVID too.
Hey, Joey B got the COVID as well. Look, man, we're not going to talk about that. That's all politics. So we want to talk about Juan Soto, you know, with the Washington Nationals, man. Him winning the home run derby and turning down that 15-year, $440 million contract. That's a long time.
God, 15-year, $440 million.
Yeah. Like they cold-blooded on that one. They just trying to, they like, we're gonna own you for a long time. Look, we're talking about the UFC boxing, and you know, George Foreman, he got some stuff that's coming up, man. We'll tell you more about George Foreman. Deontay Wilder, he's set to return back to action, get into the ring. He got his first opponent, Robert Helenius, I believe that's his name. We got Adrian Bronner. Oh my goodness, he back in it again, man.
That's your boy. You always talk about that dude.
AB, call him the can man, because anybody can get it. Asian, Americans, Africans, Jamaicans, Puerto Ricans.
He fighting Figueroa August 20th.
Oh man, Figueroa might just knock him out again, man. Knock him out. Look, we got talk about the NHL. Woo! Look, the owner of the Edmonton Oilers. We'll tell you a little bit about what's going on with him, the billionaire that owns that hockey team. He got a lot of stuff going down and a lot of allegations. Look, we're gonna talk about too much money, man. That's what it is. Talk about the 49ers and Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy, look, I don't understand what's going on with the 49ers and Jimmy, but I'll tell you this thing. The 49ers are giving Jimmy permission to seek a trade. Like they just paid him all of this money.
But they say they've seen something in the backup quarterback. They must have saw something in the backup quarterback. It's like, yeah, we can let him go.
Wow, that is crazy, man. So you know, I think they're ready to part ways with Jimmy. You know, to be completely honest, they're ready to part ways with Jimmy, but they just paid him all of this money. And that way his stock can go up, so that way they can get a better trade value for him. You got Lamar Jackson. That's how the game goes, everybody. You got Lamar Jackson versus Bernard Pollard in a Twitter battle. You know, it's just a lot of stuff that's going on, man. This is all last week too. We got the Jets quarterback Zach Wilson. His ex-girlfriend exposed him for sleeping with his mom's best friend. Oh, can we get some more drama in here? Look, it's getting real out here, y'all. It's getting real.
He said, "I'm seeking me cougar season. It's cougar season out here. Go ahead, my mom's best friend, whoever, she can get it." They just doing it, boy. I'm telling you.
Look, hey man, we'll touch on some of the NFL executives and the coaches, the scouts. They rank the top wide receivers and the top quarterbacks of the NFL. We're not gonna go through all of them, but we're gonna touch on some of them and who are your top 3 or who are your top 5 in terms of the quarterbacks and the wide receivers. And then also we got track and field. You know, our girl Sha'Carri Richardson, she's not in, but we can talk about the Jamaican team and the people that are winning right now. Some Abby Steiner, Shelly Ann Fraser-Price, and then some questions for you and some words of wisdom. So you know how the show goes, man.
You got to look at Sydney McLaughlin. Sydney McLaughlin out there running those 400 hurdles like it ain't nothing. She's like, why y'all even in here?
Right. have you guys ever had cruises on mom's best friend? Seriously. Crushes on mom's best friend? Seriously. Ooh. Now, Rich Girly, you just asking too much now.
What's up, Champ Chuck? What's
We ain't
up?
gonna bring the past up. We're gonna stay in the present.
Yeah, they doing she trying to get somebody in trouble on here.
She's trying to get people in trouble, man. But speaking of in trouble, let's just go ahead and just jump right into it, man. So the first things first, man. Look, as we talked about, the NBA is on the verge of the age limit from 19 to 18 years old. You know, I want to know, why is this a big deal, right? Because the last time they had something like this, I believe they changed the rule, but the last time they had was LeBron James was the last high school player that can come straight from high school to the NBA.
Yeah, I mean that becomes the issue, because the colleges NCAA was getting upset that all the top tier cats wasn't going to the league. Right, wasn't doing their year in college, so they were losing out on some of these top tier cats and going straight to the league. So now you have a situation, if they reduce the age limit, if they don't have the requirement to go to college for that year, then you have a whole nother thing that's going to happen. I mean, with the NIL starting to take place, it's going to be the Wild West, man, because what's happening is the NCAA is trying to figure out, how do we still make money off of this labor that we don't have to pay for in the amateur status, and the NBA said, nah, we want to bring them on now. If you're gonna have to pay them, we might as well go ahead and open it up, make this like tennis and track and field and everything else. You turn pro when you turn pro.
Exactly.
So it all comes down, like everything else in this world. It comes down to dollars. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Ooh, and there it is, man. Look, the NBA said we'll help develop these guys in the same way that college does it, but without the educational part. So we'll just educate them on what they need to do in the world and how they can survive in this world, right? So they can get all the tools that they need. And so it looks like they're looking to eliminate that 1 year for college, right? But how does that affect the NIL rule? What do you think about that, right?
I think it's just going to get younger and younger and younger. So
15
I think, I mean, because Texas is talking about allowing NIL for high schools. So if you ain't start able to pay the kids in high schools, then I mean, what is the point? Of having a true amateur status. If you can get the bag when you can get the bag, then
look,
that's what it becomes. And so
look, if they doing this, the NIL rule like this, I need a time machine to go back into time, because I was good in high school, man. I need my money.
What the Wu-Tang say? Cash rules everything around me. Shout out to the Wu-Tang. They got the Nas tour coming up. Wu-Tang and Nas tour. Make sure y'all check that out.
Hey, that's gonna be nice, man. That's gonna be nice. But man, we need to talk more about that. But wow, this NIL rule in high school, that's gonna be another topic that we're gonna talk about, man. But look, man, I want to know, you think KD gonna go to the Warriors? You think the Warriors gonna get KD back again?
And the short answer for me is no. I never say never, but I don't think KD is going to go back to the Warriors. Wow. I still think the Lakers is trying to pull off the amazing trade to get KD and Kyrie. I mean, the thing with KD going back, that's like going back to an ex-girlfriend. Everything you thought they looked better, they done worked out, they won a championship, they got themselves together, they got a BBL, and then you go back and it's the same stuff you saw before that made you leave. So if I'm KD, that's a roundabout example, but if I'm KD, I'm gonna find another opportunity and see if that works out for me, and see that would be a long-term thing.
That was a great analogy, man. Great analogy, man. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't think he's gonna go back, even though they have it open for him to return. I think he's gonna go ahead and either stay with Brooklyn, look for another team on the East Coast, or go to the Lakers. I hope that he can make it to the Lakers, because if we go to the Lakers, some courtside seats, 2 Chainz.
What up, S. Dot? Yeah. No, I think KD going to. I mean, that first of all, that wouldn't even be fair. I mean, they just won a championship, and then you add one of the top 5 players in the league to your team after you just won a championship.
Right.
So
Right. Look, if he goes to the Lakers, you already know Draymond Green gonna be in that ear. You a traitor. You a traitor. You a traitor. You a traitor. Like, it's all right. Swoosh. That's the sound of the net.
Oh,
Swoosh.
Draymond.
Oh, Draymond, man. So that'll be a good look. I don't know what's gonna happen for them. I don't know why KD don't come home and win one would mean more than anything. What look, KD from DC, right?
From Maryland, yeah, from Supla, Maryland. So
okay,
yeah,
I mean,
I thought he was coming. I thought he was gonna go to the Wizards, man, and
and then the magic trick happened. Poof, be gone. All right. So I don't see him actually going there. So like it's a great thought. It's a great like desire, but it'll never be fulfilled. I don't see him actually going home. That's not a good marketplace for him. I think he'll stay where he can be marketed. In the highest like arena or area. So I think they'll both be in Brooklyn at the beginning of the season. Okay, they probably will. Tom Master said he think that that KD and Kyrie will be in Brooklyn at the beginning of the season. And they said the asking price for KD is too high for most teams. So yeah, I get it. I think that's what's going to happen. Everybody that's in talks, they're in talks. But once the season begins, then they're going to make the trades before the trade deadline. So get a tent. Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and go on to the next one because I know everybody has comments. I'm reading comments on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I'm like, all right, so let me get to it. So last week, LeBron James on his show, he was talking about somebody asked him about Brittany Griner, and if it was him, what would he do? And so one of his rebuttals or his opinion was he would question returning to the United States. So if that was him, he would say he would question returning to the United States with what Brittany is going through right now. So what are your thoughts on that? What do you think about that, Ray?
At first when I heard it, I was like, man, this dude done put his foot in his mouth. You don't say that. But after thinking about it a little bit, I kind of get what he's saying. I mean, he's probably talking about the frustration of Brittany,
right?
Being over there, not thinking her country is doing enough to get her back, and not putting the value on her that they would have for a LeBron James or a Larry Bird or somebody like that. They would have put a bigger value on trying to get them back.
Exactly.
But LeBron, he already got enough haters, so him saying that is going to be, just added on fuel to the fire,
right?
Because everybody, we live in this soundbite world that everybody wants to hear stuff so fast, and as soon as you say something, they don't want to hear the explanation or whatever's behind it. They want to just jump on that soundbite,
right?
See, I told you, he anti-American.
Look, let me hop in with things you said. One of the things he was speaking about Brittany, right? And so one of the things he had said, he wasn't knocking our beautiful country, the USA. He was simply saying how she's probably feeling emotionally, along with so many other emotions, thoughts, etc., inside that cage that she's been in for over 100+ days. So, make a long story short, bring Brittany home. So speaking of the soundbite, somebody jumping on the soundbite, Inez Cantor, he tweeted, "Oh, so you call it a step back? We call this a walk back. You are free to leave, buddy." So he's talking about, LeBron James saying something about America or just questioning about coming back to America. And Inez is like, "You are free to leave, buddy, or you can even volunteer for an exchange for her. Some people literally have no idea what it's like to live in a dictatorship. Keep taking your freedom for granted." Now, out of all the people that's speaking, Inez, he has a bounty on his head from the country that he's from. Like they're I think it's his president, but he is like off with his head. So he's definitely speaking from experience, but at the same time, like, man, I mean, just play basketball, dude, because you got a bounty on your head. Like, you shouldn't be making comments. You shouldn't be out there because as soon as you return back to your country, like he is not able to go back to his country.
He's not going back there. He's not going back there. That's why he's talking like he's talking. He's talking real reckless about it because, he's like, USA has saved me. I love where I am.
Right.
And the bad thing I think is him making that comment too quickly. You know, him making that comment too quickly without seeing the context behind it. I mean, LeBron James has said some controversial stuff, but for the most part, he is always been thoughtful about his comments and had at least some kind of rationale behind it. And so, you know, I would always like defer from people unless they have a history of saying just outlandish stuff. Which there are a lot of people that have said some outlandish things, and you know when you first hear it, like, yeah, they going crazy town. But for the most part, LeBron James has a reasoning behind it and has done this for years. So, in this, look, wait till all the information come out, man. Don't start just running your mouth and saying a whole bunch of nonsense, or LeBron gonna dunk on you next time he see you.
LBJ, let's go.
Because you've seen that man in the Drew League.
Ooh, did you see him in the Drew League? Who saw him in the Drew League? Look, hey man, he doing his thing. He out there in Cali in the Drew League doing his thing, having a great time, dabbing up everybody, filling the whole gym. I'm talking about people on top of other people's shoulders just to see LeBron James play in the gym. So look, LeBron James is out here. He's doing that Kobe Bryant thing where he just get out and just go and socialize with the public, man, and just let people know I'm not too big for y'all. You know, look, y'all may not be able to afford the tickets at the crypto.com stadium, but guess what? You can afford these Drew League tickets. Let's get it, baby. You know,
right. He came and played with the young cats, you know, cats that's looking to get to the league, that's been in the league, that's trying to find their way. Right. And I think it's cool. The man, 86 years old, and he come out of his walker. He got out of his walker and went and dropped 42 on him real quick, just like, yeah, here, let me show you. Y'all must have forgot. It's like Roy Jones season out here. I still can ball, even like here. The Drew League, they still got professional level players on it. So don't try to put that down that he went and played the Drew League.
Minimize it. Yep, exactly, man. So you already know.
So you also have to be talking about LeBron.
That's what happened. Hey, man, LeBron doing his thing, man. And speaking of somebody, talk about LeBron doing his thing. Steph Curry, he hosted the ESPY Awards, man, and he was roasting LeBron and roasting the Celtics and everybody else, man. He was just letting them have it. And you know, the one thing that was funny to me was Steph Curry is not funny. He was just actually just speaking facts, man. And so it made me laugh because I was just like, ooh, because I could see the expression on the other players' faces. They was like, I'm gonna get you back. But you know, Steph Curry, he's sweet with the three. So what you gonna say to him, man? He doing his thing.
He had a little swirly cut with the brown stuff. Yeah. He was swirling around talking. I was like, that's real G. What he doing? He just like, I'm gonna swirl my yak and talk trash to y'all.
Right. Only thing that he needed was a cigar. Look here, young bucks.
Right.
Right.
Speaking of that, Esdar said, what player other than Brady in any sport has continued to play at the highest level at this stage of his career? LBJ. Come on now. You already know what it is, man. I don't think Trent like that, because he said he dropped the crown and we was talking about LeBron. So he's not a LeBron
fan. Look, man, I'm gonna tell you somebody that hasn't dropped the crown. James Harden. James Harden just signed he just signed a deal with the 76ers for 2 years, $68.6 million deal to return to the 76ers. So like
2 years.
Any comment, everybody? Any comment? James Harden.
We got that left-handed step back again.
Left-handed step
about to come back.
Look, but maybe with Joel Embiid. Look, Joel Embiid said he was gonna go to the Heat, but now he rescinded that comment, and now I guess he's gonna be a 76er again this year. So what's up?
Yeah. And so they don't have Ben Simmons to deal with. They got the old man and Harden signed back up. They're gonna go ahead and give it another shot and see if they actually make it work this time.
Okay.
They
said they didn't have enough time.
If Embiid, Embiid on the floor, and you got James Harden. If you have a James Harden that's healthy, then, they always got a shot. They got a shot to do it. They made some unique changes in their roster. Yeah, I think they have an opportunity to do something. So, they got a new downtown arena hack coming. So,
Man,
So I think the Sixers going to try to make a run. They're gonna do what they can.
My man Blink CEO said they need a new coach because they lost Danny. Oh, they lost Danny. Yeah, and Doc needs to lead the 76ers. Wow, man. And Stop Boone said that too.
Damn,
Hey,
no love
fellas,
for Doc.
Fellas. Hey, come on, y'all. Come on.
Hey,
Come
I
on,
know. People be dogging Doc out, man. Doc Rivers is a good coach.
Hey, man,
now maybe not the playoffs, but I
mean right. Who else are the 76ers talking about getting with Harden taking a pay cut? I don't know. Alan Story, we appreciate you on Facebook, man. Love the discussion. Thank you, bro. Man. Yeah, so I don't know. Man, Link CEO said he messed with Doc, but we need to let him go. But he need to go.
They got PJ Tucker.
They got PJ Tucker. Oh, they did just get PJ Tucker. Okay, so you know what? PJ Tucker and James Harden, they played together in Houston with the Rockets.
Yeah.
Oh,
PJ Tucker. They still got Maxey, Tyrese Maxey. So okay. they got a little squad. They got a little squad.
They got a little squad with a little chemistry as well. So all right, so here we go. You know, PJ Tucker adding him to that roster is good because it'll help with James Harden lack of defense. So you know, like I mean, well, I'm being honest. I'm not being funny. Yeah. I'm just being honest. You know how it is, man. You already know James Harden don't play no defense. He just
James Harden straight barbecue chicken.
That's it. Dude. Hey man, it's cold blooded. Hey, all right. On that note, man, we're gonna go ahead and
change his name to Free Throw.
Hey, I'm a flopper. I mean, I'm anyway. Anyway, look, we're going on to golf, man. Speaking of flipping and flop. All right, my man Charles Sir Barkley. What's up with Charles? Charles said, "Look, the LIV, the live golf in Saudi Arabia. Look, they coming over here paying people top dollars, y'all. Look, any endorsement deal that you have in America, they like, we'll double it. What's your salary? We'll double that too. Matter of fact, we'll triple it. You know, and so
sheesh.
Everybody is actually starting to go over to Saudi and get their bills paid, have all the money that they can make. You know, and do what they want to do. Man, they just throwing money out like it's nothing. So I'll tell you a little bit about Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley, he had a meeting last night to leave Inside NBA and join the Saudi Golf Live. You know, I think that's what they're called. Is it live?
Live golf.
Live. Excuse me. Okay, so so Dan Patrick he had a podcast and he was talking about it, and he said that Charles had told him he may need to leave TNT if he joins the live golf. So what's your thoughts on that, man? Do you think Charles should do it or do you think he should stay?
And Charles has 3 years and $30 million left on his contract with TNT. Obviously, they giving him a lot of money. I mean, and this dude, Charles Barkley, can't even play golf. I mean, he's terrible.
He don't even know what to say about golf. He don't even know the first thing to say. Ego, buddy. I mean, all of that. Now, I'm pretty sure he knows a little bit about the game because he does play golf. But, man, I can see Charles like, hell yeah. Talk about golf.
I mean, that's a good look for him to be a broadcaster for golf. It's going to give him probably a lot more longevity, and his bank account is going to increase like sixfold.
I'm pretty sure they're going to give him $100 million. They're going to be like, you have.
They have to. If he has 3 years, $30 million left with TNT, so they have to buy that out first and foremost.
Yeah,
so
and they'll do it with ease.
Yeah,
buy it up.
I mean, they're underwritten by the Saudi government. The Saudi government gave the league $2 billion.
Hey man, hey, I'm looking to go live. Look,
live on. Shoot, what are you gonna do?
Look, you see these dollar bills in my car? Yeah. Look, Charles over there like,
run that bag,
run it,
run the money, man.
Look, I'll tell you like this: if you golf or if the Saudi people call you and they want to offer you a bag, I would tell you to take it. I'll tell you to take it, but just make sure that that you are in compliance with all of their rules, right? And other than that, just take it and get your bag, set your family up for generational wealth to infinity and beyond, because they got it.
They taking everybody. They got Heinrich Stenson. He just joined the Live, so he's out as a captain as a Ryder Cup. He can't be in the Ryder Cup anymore. They got Faraday. He's leaving NBC to join the Live, the commentator. They got Charles Howell III. I mean, who else they got? I mean, they just buying everybody. So look, what you gonna do? You can be out there playing golf by yourself if you in the PGA.
Hey, this is when your child is obedient and they just realize they got all the power and they just like, you know what? Forget it, mama and daddy. I'm gone. You be like, man, we're gonna take your bicycle away.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm about 3 of those.
Oh man. See, that's like you at the club and you in the VIP and you got the girls around you with your little bottle of a bubbly, and then you have a big dog come in there with 10 bottles of bub, and all the girls leave you and go to his side. So that's what's happening with the Live. I mean, they just got more of that bag. So
man, they just got more of that bag, and everybody's just like, I'm out of here, y'all. I'm out. Peace. Like, wow. And you know, everyone else is just like, no, don't be a traitor. You shouldn't do it. How dare you? And then they're looking like, man, how much money you making again? Look, and how much they paying you? They paid all your bills, everything. Okay, you know what? I don't think it's a bad idea, and I think everybody else is gonna start jumping on the bandwagon. Like, why not? Look, it's a new opportunity for stars to be.
Speaking of that, do you think there's always a price, you know, for somebody? Because you talk about, I mean, the big thing that they were saying about, you know, not going to Live is because of human rights violations, and you know, you say, okay, it's a crazy amount of money, but you know, the country has human rights violations, so we shouldn't do nothing with them. So you guys shouldn't be going over there. But then. Okay, I'm not gonna get to the politics of
it. I mean, keep going. No, because I want to answer that question. Because
but it was the same thing. We you know, here, and we had an issue with doing business with them because of Jamal Khashoggi and human rights violations, but we had to go over and ask them to open up the gas spigots and do some stuff too. So you know, at some point, money starts to come in. So there always seems to be a price.
There always is a price. That is just how the world works. You know, cash make what cash rule everything around us, right? So the thing is you know, in terms of politics, look, you had Trump denouncing Saudi Arabia, you know, and now his property in New York, the Live is coming there to actually host a game, and so you know they've been giving like. Look, it's that thing where you talk about human rights or you talk about, you know, doing good, but at the same time on the back end you're getting paid, you're getting money, and so the thing is like, don't sell your soul, but don't be a fool either. Like get your money, because this game has been going on for years on top of years. Just make sure that you maintain your integrity and your character. But you know, don't sell your soul and just do something that's just kind of like outlandish, where you're not able to come back from it. But all of these deals that set up over here in the U.S., you know, it's not the same deals that new opportunities that they are providing at Live Golf, man. So I just leave it at that. That's my 2 cents. That's my word of wisdom. Get your money, because that's the name of this game.
It's a business.
It's business. It's a business. And speaking of business, we're gonna go ahead and go on to baseball, man. Look. Look. Speaking of business, Juan Soto. He is a player for the Washington Nationals. I forgot what position that he played, but I just want to let you know he was offered a $15 million deal for $440 million from the Washington Nationals. And he turned it down. He was just like, "No, that's just entirely too long. Yeah, the money is cool, and money is there, but y'all trying to Y'all trying to have me, with this team for a very long time. So he turned it down. Then after that, the pot thickens. He wants a chartered plane, private jet to the home run derby. They refused to give him a charter jet to the home run derby, so he flew commercial, got in at 1:30 a.m., turned around and wins the home run derby. He won the home run derby contest, man. So, there's a couple of things I wanted to ask you, Ray. How does that look for a team, that was just trying to offer this guy a $440 million contract? Then he turned it down. Then he went and he won. He made a request. Then they refused his request. Then he went and won the home run derby. So, like, talk to me about that, man. What's up, man? Like, this is just what we was talking about. Getting that money and being treated fair. Talk to us.
Well, shout out to the Dominicanos. Juan Soto, he about to buy the DR. With the bag that he has. So if you can reject a 15-year, $440 million contract offer, your bag must be real good. I mean, that's guaranteed money. And he is like, you know what?
It's either his bag is good. He got all the confidence in the world that he's supposed to be paid this amount of money. So
yeah, he's like I'm good. He's like I'm good. I can know the money is going to turn it. He think he can get $500 million. So
look,
yeah.
and after winning this derby, I'm pretty sure he probably can.
That is just ridiculous type of money. I think hopefully the Washington Nationals don't do like a Herschel Walker type trade and get rid of this dude and
they are.
Don't get nothing back for him. Don't get nothing back for him. So
they are. They are.
The money in baseball is just stupid for the stars, man. I mean, I ain't got no problem with nobody getting their bag, but jeez, that is crazy. That is crazy. Man. So
I think people are getting smarter, and just like Tom Master just said, he just like get your money. Like, I think if people are understanding, like, get your money, because it's a lot of things that's going on in this world. The world is becoming a little bit more crazier. I think it's been that way, but now that it's out in the open, we have social media, we have all these platforms. You get a chance to see every goal, and we are perceiving all of these things, and it's hard to just like make your decision. So the most important thing is get your money, protect your family, pay your bills, do whatever else that you need to do, and have a good enjoy the rest of this life. While we're still here before somebody try to annihilate it.
Well, the man, I think they got like 10 teams that he could go to, and the Dodgers being one of them. And the Dodgers are already a dominant threat right now. If they end up pulling it off and getting Soto, man, that's just like an all-star team just sitting on the West Coast, So yeah, we'll see what happens with him. But he ain't gonna be hurting no time soon. No, he gonna be able to pay all his bills.
Exactly. And then the live golf might ask him if he want to come over there.
right.
Like,
live baseball.
Yes, I play baseball, but I'll hit the golf.
Whatever.
Shout out to Soto, man. Go ahead and get your money, big dog. That's what I'm saying.
Get your money.
Right. All right. So what? Who we got next? Speaking of get your money, we got other people trying to get that money. Look, I want to talk about the great Hall of Famer boxer George Foreman. He's being extorted right now, man. And I know I actually saw the fourth on here, George Foreman the fourth, jump on Instagram Live, man. And if he's still on here, man, just want to let you know, much respect and big shout out to your dad. But I see that y'all going through something. But it says over the past 6 months, this was last week from information from last week, 2 women have been trying to extort millions of dollars from George Foreman. And they are falsely claiming that it was they were sexually abused, and that was 45 years ago in the 1970s. Wow,
that's crazy, man.
I'm just trying to figure out how people are able to do that. I know they said Bill Cosby opened up the floodgates, but like, come on now, like everybody just trying to get that bag, man.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, George, he adamantly, categorically denied any allegations. That,
That's
you know,
good.
I mean, it's crazy that you know that you can make these allegations and people have to defend themselves first and foremost, and
Yes.
you come out 45 years later and trying to, you know, make something up. I mean, I don't see it. I don't see it, man. It could. I mean, that's just crazy, man. I don't, you know,
Yeah.
I George
It's
is a good dude. George has done fantastic things for the world for a whole bunch of people, man. And
he
you
got
know,
the grill. He got the George
I'm
Foreman grill, baby.
I'm just gonna believe him first and foremost as a man, a father, a preacher, you know, that has done
Yeah.
amazing things. So you know, I'm a stay on the side of I'm believing George until anything else is proven differently. So
Yeah, man. Same here, man. I'm supporting. I don't know. I don't know anything that's going on, but man, first and foremost, if something did happen 45 years ago, look, I'm, you know, I'm not going to bring up politics, but all I'm going to say is, man, that's a very, very long time ago. You know, I could see if it was like like a murder case, right? Then that's something different. That's something different. But this right here, man, like, you know, I don't know why people are saying that they've been living with this trauma for a very long time, and now they want to come out with it about half a decade later. That just doesn't warrant, you know, like what you've been going through. Like, speak about it, speak about
but
it early on, and then let bygones be bygones. Go ahead and
yeah,
say
but
it.
the difference is he's come out and forcibly gone against these allegations and also said, "You ain't gonna
Right.
mess my reputation up. You're not gonna
Mm,
exploit me. I'm gonna put it out
mm.
there, you know, in the public, and here this is what it's gonna be." So, you know,
Hey, shout out to George Foreman and the family, man. Go ahead and keep making those grills, baby. They've done
uh,
a lot of great things. Man, Father Preacher with the oh, I'm not hey.
I'm holding out judgment.
Oh,
I'm
hold
holding
on
out
that
judgment.
one.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
Deontay Wilder. Since our comments are getting wilder and wilder.
Mm.
Deontay Wilder is set to return to action in October, where he will face Robert Helenius. So what are your thoughts on that, man? You think Deontay gonna come out and get wild and crazy and you know do his thing?
I mean, the thing with Wilder is
Yeah.
I think he can probably beat almost everybody besides Tyson
Tyson
Fury.
Fury.
I mean, Tyson just got that man's number. He boxes him. He does all of, you know, he's just as big as he is. He can take a crazy punch. So, I mean, hopefully, you know, Deontay comes back and he's, you know, he's
Sane.
sane and he's focused and he does his thing because,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it's a much better division when you have fighters like Wilder and Anthony Joshua and Fury and
Yeah.
Juszczyk, all those cats in there.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm
Right.
cheering for Wilder to actually do
What up,
his
Rosie?
thing. I'm
What up,
cheering for him to do
Rosie?
his thing. Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
that's what's up,
So
man. Yeah. Shout out to Deontay Wilder, man. Go ahead and do your thing, man. Work your way back up to the rankings and then go and get your last shot with Tyson Fury. You know,
no, he
and
don't want that. No, he
you
just
don't want that smoke. Come on,
don't
man.
do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's already been like 3 times, you know. So don't do it again.
Right?
Uh, don't do it, man.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
well,
yeah. At
look,
some point, you you keep touching the hot stove. If you don't learn, it's gonna burn your hand. It's a problem.
oh man, Water needs to do that road walk work to get his stamina up. I heard he doesn't like to spar too. You know, yeah, yeah. He feel like he got a guy given ability and he just knock people out one punch. You know, this is not the cartoons. This is real life. So I get it. You got
Mm.
boxers out there. They're gonna box you. So speaking of all of that, speaking of boxing, the last thing before we jump into the next to the next topic, you know, we're talking about NHL is Adrian Bronner. Man, Adrian Bronner, how does this man keep messing up his bag, man? He told Al Heyman, is that right? Yeah, Heyman with the money, the Floyd Mayweather money team, you know, who's been Floyd Mayweather's right-hand businessman for a very long time. He told him, F you, man, F you. You know, in a press conference, right before he's about to fight, you know, before he's about to fight Figueroa. And so yeah, I think he's a bit emotional. Like, talk to me about Adrian, man, AB, man, the can man. Anybody can get it. Americans, Africans. Like, talk to
Eh,
me, man. What's going on with
I mean,
AB?
this dude AB. I mean, him and Figueroa, they were set to fight in 2018. The fight was canceled because Figueroa had an injury. And I mean, and since then, you know, AB has been a wild child. he doesn't.
And we ain't talking about Tony Braxton either.
Yeah, he doesn't have any impressive wins. He hasn't really done anything but run his mouth since then. So, you know, for me, it's a non-factor. You know, I'm more interested. I'm more interested in seeing this Rockman Jake Paul fight. You know, so yeah, you know, I know Jake Paul ate there, but I mean, you know, he's going up against Hakeem Rockman Jr. You know,
that's gonna be a good one.
Another B-more finest out there. So, you know, I gotta say I'm more interested in that than all the stuff that Broner's running out of his mouth.
All right, no, that's good, man.
I guess I said what I said. So yeah, on that one.
Agent Broner, I can see him saying, "Man, F you, right?"
Yep. Whatever.
Everybody can't get it in his eyes, man. You know, of his eyes, NHL. I know we don't talk much about National Hockey League, but man, we got to talk about it because this is breaking news. Look, man, the NHL is out here, and right now we got the owner of the Edmonton Oilers. He's the owner, and he has been paying underage girls for sex. Man, this is, you know, I got girls myself, and so for me,
let's say allegedly, right?
Allegedly. Thank you, Ray. Allegedly, because we don't want to get sued. Now, allegedly paying underage girls for sex. And so, so the court filings, you know, said allegedly the Edmonton Oilers owner, is named Daryl Katz. He paid $75,000 to a den underage girl for sex, and Katz would have been 53 at the time. So he is listed as the third-party defendant and not the main focus on the filing. However, in the documents, it does say that Daryl Katz, well-known billionaire who was 53 at the time, compensated $75,000 for the girl to be an underage prostitute. Man, look, I'm gonna tell you like this: protect your girls, school them. Look, that's why you need to go get that bag and make that money, because then if you do that and you give them everything, you know, they don't have to go out in this world and try to be bought for something that they've never had or for desire that they wanted to fulfill. So that is what I mean by that. Educate them with educate them with what to do and how to move. Also provide for them that bag and give your kids the stuff that they want and that they desire, so no other man can do it for them. That's all I got to say. That's my take on it. What you got to say, Ray?
So I'm just reading this thing, man, and it is wild.
It's wild, man. It's wild.
I mean, look, we don't have enough time to delve into this whole thing about you know, him. Hey, do the right thing, man. You do the right thing. Spike Lee said it. The man said, "Doctor, don't let your thing run your life." It seems like people continuously get caught up chasing that stuff, man. Jeez, I mean, there's so in here, so he was 53 and she's a ballerina at age 17, but now there's a counterclaim per the not Washington Post, the New York Post. It says counterclaim was filed by Taylor Button and his wife, that's a dance teacher. Another counterclaim filed that said they were in a so-called throuple sexual relationship with Humphreys, the girl, when she was 18. The counterclaim alleged Katz and two other men had sexual relations with Humphreys when she was underage and seeks to hold them responsible. So the dance teacher and his wife was messing around with the girl when she was 18, and they filed a counterclaim against Katz, the owner of the Edmonton Oilers, and saying that her and two other men were messing with her when she was underage. So this is like a soap opera, man.
Hey, man.
Put them, if these allegations are true, put them in there with R. Kelly and let them all hang out for another 30 years.
Hey, man. Hey, yes, man. I'm telling you. And Griselle Maxwell. Man, look, You'll be surprised. You will
You
be
can't
surprised.
make this stuff up, man. This is
You
insane.
cannot. This is public information, man. Like, what is going on out here in this world?
Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
y'all.
I'm gonna have to watch. I'm gonna have to read up on this even more.
Yeah, me
Wow.
too. Look, we over here speechless and stuttering. Like, wow, like what's going on? But yes, had to bring it up. Wanted to bring it up today. I know we getting short on time, so we're gonna go ahead and go on to the next thing. But man, look, keep your family safe. Talk to them, love on them. Look, that's the one thing that you can do for your kids is just provide them love, so they don't have to go out into this world and go and seek it from somebody else. Shout out to my mom and my dad for giving me hella love. So and your parents as well, right? Because I just want to say, man, look, love is the most important thing that you need, man. It's just like life. Oh man, I got people calling me, man. My bad. Okay. All right. I'm back on. There we go. I'm back on. People calling me. Right. They over here. They should know.
We down here with that. With 8 minutes to go. Let's
it again.
It's 8 minutes to go.
All right. So here we go. We got NFL. We got Jimmy Garoppolo. The 49ers said they're giving him permission to seek a trade. I never heard of that, but look, they ready to get rid of Jimmy. The pretty face. Clark Kent looking like he out there. He looked like Clark Kent, but he played like Lois Lane. So that's just like they told Buddy, and so that's what's going on in the NFL world, man. We got
that's two sides of the coin, though. The 49ers, Jimmy Garoppolo take you close to the Super Bowl, and then you want to get rid of this man, and then Kyler Murray comes in and gets an extension, 5 years, $230 million from the Cardinals. So when you see somebody want you and somebody don't want you, they money talk.
Tell them right. Tell them how it is, man. Two sides to the coin. Damn.
Yep. I guess Trey Lance is looking good in camp. Have been looking good all summer when they say, hey, we can get rid of Garoppolo and his his $26.95 million hit against the cap.
Look, the 49ers know what they're doing, man. They just raise it. They just raise his price so they can get a good price for him in terms of trade. Because they got, they see it in the next man up. So you know how this game goes. It's a business, baby. It's business, man. Look, speaking of business, Lamar Jackson and Bernard Pollard both played with the Ravens. Right now, Lamar Jackson is currently playing with the Ravens. Bernard Pollard, he played with the Houston Texans and the Ravens and a couple other teams as well. So he what's his name? Clark, the brother Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark had made a comment saying, "Man, look, Lamar Jackson is by far one of the best quarterbacks in the league. He should be in the top 10." And Bernard Pollard, he made a comment and he said something. And actually, Lamar Jackson came out. He was just like, "I'm a Twitter battle you right now," and told him, he's like, "Boy, what's your name? Who are you? Like, nobody even knows you. Like, why are you talking? Like, shut up, because Lamar Jackson has not he has not been paid, and I'm thinking that he should get paid. He should get the same kind of contract that they gave Patrick Mahomes. Well, yes, he hasn't won a Super Bowl, but man, this guy is the most valuable player in the league right now, man. No one can stop him. Shout out to Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. What's up, baby? Ravens flock. I had to do that. You already know. All right, so back to it. Look, they're going back and forth, and Bernard Pollard, he's saying, people fear me, and Lamar Jackson's just like, nobody fears you. Like, you are sorry. Nobody even knows your name. Stop. Don't. Like, keep my name out your mouth. Don't make no comments about my contract and my play. Like, I'm gonna let my play speak for itself. So, any thoughts on that, man?
Yeah, but no, probably need to hush. They say if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing, man. Lamar Jackson is a beast, and he's doing his thing. Not to take anything away against BP, but one of the reporters for the Ravens reporters said they was talking about giving Bernard Pollard a Ring of Honor banner, and he said Earl Thomas got a better chance of that. And if y'all don't know, Earl Thomas is going through some things right now, man. So
man,
yeah, I can't see it, man. Bernard just need to Illinois, let that go, man.
Yeah, man. Look, man. Look. Lamar Jackson, man. He has everybody respect, man. One of the greatest football players. He'll probably be one of the greatest football players of all time, man. But like to even make a comment about him getting paid, like the Ravens know what they're doing. The Ravens gonna pay that guy, and then once they do it, everybody's gonna be quiet, and then everybody's gonna have something to say. Everybody always want to scrutinize. The best player, the black player, right? But guess what? When he gets paid, they're gonna be all on his jockstrap. Like somebody said, Lamar Jackson, remind him of who you are and what you can do, man. One of the greatest of all times, and I'm saying that right now, man. But I know he has to get some wins underneath his belt. But man, just from all the stuff that he's been able to accomplish within this small amount of time, look, he's still one of the greatest, man. So I just leave it at that.
Yeah, tell BP to sit down, man. Don't start talking about somebody else's money. Count your own money. Start counting his money.
Count your own money, BP. Like, what's going on, man? Come on now. And then, anyway, man, speaking of count your own money, look, Zach Wilson, ex-girlfriend, exposes him for sleeping with his mom's best friend. Look, hey, man, look, hey. Zach say, look, I'm in, baby. I'm in. It's time. Look, the mama probably hit him. The mama probably hit him with that eyebrow, and he was like, huh? I hear the call. Look, man. Look, hey, man. Look, things change when you get money, man. And people, and obviously, we know that from owners, we know that from players, we know that from Cougar moms and moms' best friends and everything else, man. Like things just happen, man. So,
yeah, man. I ain't even got time to even delve into that right now. we about to end the show, but right. hey, Zach Wilson, man. He probably ain't the only one, man. I'm sure he ain't the only one that's been dipping into the mom's friends. So, hey, do you, man? Like I say, keep your head off the top. Talking about people's bags. Start talking about people what they doing in the bedroom, man. Leave it alone. If they bother you, don't bother nobody.
Exactly, man.
Let him and his mama deal with that.
Right. Oh man, hey man! Shout out to everybody that's doing their thing, man. Look, I know we ending the show. We got to give out. This is our part for words of wisdom. So let's give the people some words of wisdom, man, before we leave out, man. Shout out to Jab Judah for jumping in.
What up, Zach?
What up, bro? Proud of you. Keep up.
What up, Ruben?
What up, Rube? What up, bro? Yeah, man. So, what type of words of wisdom do you have for people?
Hey, stay true to yourself. Stay true to what you believe in. Be honest with yourself. Love yourself, man. So I'm gonna be in DC in a couple weeks, in Maryland in a couple weeks with Stop the Violence. And I Believe in Me Foundation to support them. Me and Lamar, I'm gonna be there. We're gonna speak and try to get the kids on the right path and stop the violence out there, man. So talk to your kids, be a part of your community and support it. So I Believe in Me Foundation. We looking forward to being there. August I think it's 6th. I'll be back in the city. So we'll see y'all there.
Right. Yeah, man. Myself, man, I just want to tell everybody, look, love yourself more and more and more. And then everybody else around you, love them even more, man. Pour love into people. That's the one thing that you can do. When you pour love into others, man, you'll start to see how much they start loving themselves. And then whenever they go into this world, they're not looking for love, man. They're looking for every other thing that's aside from love. And so the one thing that you need for a steady foundation is love, man. So continue to keep loving yourself and loving others. But if someone doesn't love you, if you don't come from a loving environment, then guess what? You're gonna have to do the work yourself. So you're gonna have to start learning how to love yourself. That's all I want to say to you all, man. Make sure that you have a great weekend. Be safe out here and keep your head on the swivel because, man, they got crazy people out here. So that's it.
Hey, peace. Hey, thank y'all for joining Ringside. We'll see y'all next week.
Man, thank y'all for joining Ringside. See you next week. Peace, y'all.
Thanks.